Who do you think is the face of baseball right now? Is it Mike Trout just because he's the best? I feel like you don't have to be like Griffey wasn't the best player when he was the face of baseball.
No,
Jeter wasn't either.
But see, like, is it the face of baseball within the world of baseball, or are you saying face of baseball like this person is noticeable or their Q score is the highest, for somebody? Am I going whose name are you dropping when you go to, I don't know, foreign land
here in America, Dallas? I mean, I know that you want to be, you know who the face of baseball is in the world? Shohei Ohtani. He's the Babe Ruth of baseball right now. He'll make your 30 starts and he'll hit your 25 jacks. Shohei Ohtani, you go anywhere outside of America, and guess what? Shohei Ohtani's the man. Yeah, we get it. We get it.
Facts.
Yeah, we get it. But, like, the real face of baseball, like in the United States of America where Major League Baseball is played, who do you think is the face of baseball?
Jamie Moyer.
Yeah, it would have to be Mike Trout.
Is it though?
So this is why I asked that. This is why I said there's how do you distinguish this? How do you determine
who's the most popular baseball player?
Trevor Bauer.
No. I mean,
no,
I don't know if he's there yet.
Not even close.
I think he's on the right track.
In what world is that true?
He's getting there in terms of like internet popularity.
Absolutely. So whether you want to call it like whether he's your favorite player or not,
that's Twitter bubble is what that is. He does not even register on any actual like measurement of popularity within the nation.
That's why I said baseball world. So what I was going to get at before we got all fucking sidetracked here was if you were going to if you had one name that you could take with you.
Yeah.
And land in the middle of the most desolate country on this planet. And this was the name that you were going to say to save your life, that they acknowledged, like, oh, yeah, I know who that is. That's the face of baseball. What name are you?
Bryce Harper. I still think, he's not the best player.
And that's why I'm saying Trevor Bauer, because people are like, yo, this is the dude who's ripping the fucking commissioner. This is the dude, like, right now, today, like, nobody's creating a bigger wave in baseball right now.
I think that's true, but also not the case for face of baseball. Like, who is making the most waves on social media in Major League Baseball? Trevor Bauer. Who's the face of baseball? Not Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, no, yes, I agree with that.
Who is making the most waves?
I'm not trying to tell you that Trevor Bauer is the face of baseball. I'm trying to tell you, depending on how you look at it, or trying to figure out how we look at it, that, again, this is like the MVP conversation.
Yeah. But I also just think back in the 90s, there wasn't even a debate. It was like, hey, who's the face of baseball? Ken Griffey Jr. No shit. Like, what do you mean? Like, you were an idiot if you didn't say Ken Griffey Jr. I don't think that there's a you're an idiot if you don't answer this name right now.
Yeah, for me, it's Mike Trout. Who else has it? Like, you have Bryce Harper's shoe, Jared?
His shoe?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Exactly. I got Mike Trout's.
I didn't even know Mike Trout had a shoe, so I don't know if that really proves a point.
And it does. That's the problem. But the problem is somebody who played the game, somebody who's around the game, all of us. I have Mike Trout's shoe. I know where to get Mike Trout's shoe. I don't even know if Bryce Harper has a shoe.
I'm sure he does, but I don't know if that's the barometer that we want to use. Like, that's the NBA.
It is. Other
NBA players all have shoes, but I didn't even know the baseball players made shoes.
Well,
did Jeter make a shoe?
No, he was a part of the Jordan brand. So let's start there. That's a great jumping off point, Jared, for identifying your face of baseball. Who else is wearing Mike Trout's shoes? Other ball players. Oh, false, my friend. Cole Calhoun.
But ball players don't count. Like, we're talking about
what do you mean they don't count? Yeah, look, you have to start somewhere. You want to jump from the individual to God knows where. I'm trying to take you on a little ride here, Jared. And we're starting with the face of baseball, and I just compared him to a guy that you mentioned, Bryce Harper. And we started with one guy having a shoe, me knowing that he does, and one guy not knowing if he has a shoe. You didn't know he did. I don't know.
Did you know that Mike Trout had a shoe?
I don't know anything about shoes.
Yeah, I don't think, like, in NBA, no doubt. Shoes a good barometer. MLB, not so much.
Yeah, Bryce Harper's got some. Bryce Harper's got some sick cleats. He's got some sick shoes. I don't know if they have a street shoe as well, or if they make a turf that you can rock. But it's little stuff like that. Like they both have shoes. One of them I know about. The other one you don't know about.
I think Q score Bryce Harper is still higher than Mike Trout. Like I was thinking about the other day, like
we're talking about the commercials, right?
Yeah, like back in the day, like if Barstool was a thing in like the 90s and we were at HQ, there is a number of players that if they walked into that office to do like pardon my take or whatever, you'd be like, oh my God, it's fucking so-and-so. I don't know that the list is very long right now for those type of guys. Like Aaron Judge is one of those guys. Like we haven't mentioned his name. Like if the motherfucker could stay healthy, there's your face of baseball. Like that's the fucking guy. But he's not, so he's not in the conversation right now. But during the home run derby in Miami, it was like, hey, hands down, it was halfway through his rookie season. This is the new face of baseball. It's Aaron Judge. And then that was his last healthy season, was his first. So yeah, I think it's an open debate. I mean, there's no question that Mike Trout is the best player on planet Earth, but is he the most popular? I don't think so.
That's why, like guys like does Tim Anderson even register on your scale? Probably not as face of baseball. Why? Because he's only done it for a year, meaning he won the batting title and now he's on the map and now he doesn't even get to be in the conversation because he's only done it for a year. Like what level of are you only allowed to fall in love with a guy who's an all-star, perennial all-star? Like that's where we talk about being the face. You obviously have to have some clout.
There's no way to quantify it. It's the it factor. Like it's, people like Bryce Harper because, he's got that fuck you in him and, he has the MVP, he's got the hair, he's got the beard, and he's got, the attitude and the Sports Illustrated cover when he was 16. Aaron Judge, he's tall. People like that. He fucking mashes homers. He's on the Yankees. I think team plays a factor. Yeah. So there's a lot of factors that you can't really quantify. Like you can't go to Baseball Reference and be like, this is the face of baseball because of X, Y, and Z. It's subjective. But yeah, I would say that right now, I'm not quite sure that there is a face of baseball.